Hey dear students, welcome back to e-learning platform of GS College of Commerce, Patna. I'm Assistant Professor Rajeshwari Sharma and this lecture is for the BCom Sem 6 for subject Advanced Statistics. So, uh, in last lecture we have started with the third unit under this subject, that is index number. We are done with our two units, that is correlation analysis and the regression analysis. In this unit, we have done with the theory part. In last lecture, I have explained you the meaning of index number. So let's have a recap of that. What is basically the index number? So it is an indicator. It is a statistical tool which measures the relative prices of two commodities over the different period of times. Okay. So basically, it is a tool which provides us a parameter to compare the different economic variables over the different periods of time. So this was the meaning of index number in brief. We have already seen it in very detail in our last lecture. Okay. So after that, when it comes to the methods of computing index number, so it is basically categorized into two parts, that is unweighted index number and weighted index number. Okay. So we are going to see the numericals of each and every method, but we are going to start with the unweighted index number. So what is the meaning of unweighted index number? So when we talk about unweighted price index number, so it means the measure which measures the percent change in price of a single item or the group of item between the two time periods. Okay, we are calling it unweighted index number because here each and every item in the group, if there are group of items, so here what we do, each and every item in the group is given equal importance, equal weightage. Okay, that is why it is we are calling it unweighted index number. So under unweighted index number we have two types, that is simple aggregative index number and simple average of price relative. So today we are going to deal with the problem of simple aggregative index number. So what is basically done in this method? See, in this method, first of all, the sum of the items of the best current year is added. After that, the sum of the items of the best year are added. And after that, sum of item of current year is divided by the sum of item of base year and multiplied by 100 in order to get the index number. Okay, you are going to understand this procedure better when we are going to discuss this with the help of an example. Okay, so here let's see what has been given in the example. Here it is given, construct price index number for year 1997 by taking 1996 as a base year. So here we have been given information for the 2 years, that is 1997 and 1996. Here in this problem we have been asked to take 1996 as base year and 1997 as current year. Okay, so by considering this information, by taking this information into account, we have to calculate index number for year 1997. Okay, so first of all, before understanding this problem, before solving this problem, we need to understand some terminologies. See, this is P0. P0 refers to prices in base year. Okay, prices in base year. After that, P1. P1 refers to prices in current year. Prices in current year. P, after that we have P01. This P01 refers to price index number. Okay, price index number that we have to calculate. And when we talk about the simple aggregative method, so here what is the procedure to what is the formula or procedure to compute index number? So here index number, that is P01, is computed by using this formula, that is summation P1 upon summation P0 into 100. P01 refers to index number that we have to calculate. Summation P1 means total of items of current year. Okay, total of items of current year. P0, summation P0 refers to total of items in base year. Okay, So we will try to apply this formula in this question and we will try to find the index number. So here we have been given 2 years, price in 1996 and prices in 1997. We have been given various commodities like rice, wheat, sugar, ragi, oil, dal. Okay, these are the various commodities and prices for this commodities in year 1996 and prices of this commodity in year 1997 has been given. Here, first of all, what we have to do, we have to determine which one is base year. So here in question it is given that taking 1996 as a base year means 1996 is a base year. It is denoted by P0. Okay, so we will denote it as P0. After that we have to compute index number for the 1997 means 1997 is our current year. Current year is denoted by P1. Okay, that is why we will write P1 over here. Okay, after that we have been given the prices of different commodities for this 2 years and by taking this information into consideration we have to calculate index number. Okay, so first of all what we have to find out, what value we have to find out to put under the formula, we have to find out summation P1. What we are going to do, we are going to add the prices of items which are given in the current year in order to get summation P1. Okay, so let's do it. Rice 115, after that wheat 65, after that sugar 70, after that ragi 90, after that oil 105, after that dal 20. So we have got 465 as the total of prices for the current year. After that what we will need? We will need summation P0 means the total of prices of different item in the base year. Let's do it for the base year. Summation P0. Okay, rice 130, wheat 80, sugar 75, ragi 95, oil 105 and dal 35. It comes to 520. Okay, here we have got the summation of the prices, summation of the commodity prices for the base year as well as summation of the prices of commodity for the current year. Now by putting this summation, by putting this total into formula, we can calculate the index number. Okay, so here P01 is equals to summation P1. Summation P1 means 465. Okay, summation P1 means 465 and summation P0 means 520 into 100. Okay, so here what's going to be the index number? 465 divided by 520 into 100. So it comes to 89.42. Okay, 89.42. This is the index number. So what does it refer now? It refers that price of any commodity. Okay, take the price of any commodity which was 100 in base year. Now it has become 89.42. Say the price of rice in the base year was 100. Okay, it was 100 in 1996. So in 1997 it has become 89.42. Okay, so this is the interpretation of index number. It is showing that the price of any commodity which was 100 in 1996 has now declined to 89.42%. Okay, so how are we going to derive a conclusion out of it? So here we will say that index number for year 1997, index number for year 1997 has been declined by 10.42%. 58% as compared to year 1996. Okay, so this is going to be the conclusion. How we have calculated this? 10.58%. So what is the price in base year? 100. What is the what was the price in base year? 100. What was the index number? 89.42. Price in 1996? 100. Price in 1997? 89.42. So we have to determine the difference. Okay, so price of current year 89.42, price of base year 100. Okay, divided by 100 because the price of base year is 100 and we have to find out percentage, that is why multiplied by 100. Okay, so this 89.42 minus 100 would be equals to minus 10.58 upon 100 into 100, and when you are going to simplify it you will get minus 10.58%. Okay, that is why, as it is in minus, that is why we are saying that price index has been declined by 10.58% as compared to year 1996. Okay, if this number would be in positive, so we would have said the price index have been increased. So this way we have to calculate index number by using simple aggregative method, and this way we have to interpret the index number. So here we are done with this problem. In next lecture we are going to see next problem. Till then, keep revising.